Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Spain is out of the World Cup and Russia is through, but we don't give a shit about that because tonight we have a new match to cover. The legendary match between Roxor and Jaedar. The first match is between Roxor Chaos against Jaedar's Dark Eldar in Frazier's Demise. Let's take a look how things unfold. Roxor playing Chaos. We'll have to play a very good game to beat Jaedar's Dark Eldar in early stages. Dark Eldar, of course, the master of early pressure, so let's see how Chaos opens this game with a Chaos Temple and a Chaos Armory. A very unusual build here. This build consumes a lot of resource. Getting both at the same time is going to tax him badly, and it makes me wonder what he might go for. Because Raptors doesn't actually require armory to train, so he must be going after something that he can research in the Chaos Armory. Or maybe he's going for cultists with grenades. Let's take a look. Two cultists, two heretics, standard build so far, but he goes for power swords. Will this raptor with power sword upgrade on its aspiring champion will suffice in the early game against Dark Eldar? We'll have to see. Or will he use it defensively, or will it be used for early harassment? Let's take a look at what happens in the Dark Eldar side. Jaedar, meanwhile, gets his second Mandrake done. Will go on capture duty. Alliance is at 75% here. Of course, he goes for Dark Foundry. So expect River Jet Bike maybe in the future. Second listening post already going up. Helion's out finally at almost 2 minutes mark. And these two jump jet troops encounter is finally occurring in the middle of the map. Let's see. It looks like Roxor decides that this engagement is not advantageous to him and pulls back the Rhino a bit, gets one more squad member. But he is still in trouble here, as the relic is still being in the process of being captured. But Jaedar ignores the cultists, which should be able to shred within seconds. Oh no. Why this error? Anyway, looks like a few raptors about to die. However, against all expectations, two Helion's members of the squad has died, while these mandrakes needs an overwatch to survive this encounter. Interesting. One Raptor squad member is already fallen. They've taken 1,000 hit points damage. They have to retreat. This Helion's, the first Helion squad nearly died if it wasn't for the second one that arrives to relieve them. Okay, meanwhile, this cultist might die though. No surviving. Oh, interesting. Helions again, going after one target at a time. Not as efficient, but this enables the cultists to escape with their quick reinforcement. Raptors really relieving the cultists once again. This is crazy action so far in the early game. Typical of Dark Eldar game. Basically pressurizing them, forcing Chaos to bring back the workers and cower inside their base. This cult is also nearly wiped. Both cultist squad nearly wiped. Will he lose this one? No. Two squad member. Jaedar is not focusing right here. One cultist. Okay, finally. This cultist squad is dead. Finally moves on to take on this listening post. However, this listening post is fully upgraded now. And LP2 starts firing away. However, that advantage proved temporary. Helion's jumps away and finally finds what they're looking for. Really soft targets. Two heretics down They're very low hit points due to forced labor. Looks like the Raptors once again will have to survive without the help of the listening post upgrade. Ooh, is that another squad of cultists going? Heretics going down. 2 heretics gone, and maybe a. That's crazy. So many casualties in early game for Chaos, and it looks like they barely held just because the Chaos Lord is out. Chaos Lord, of course, sporting a Power Sword upgrade as well. Dark Eldar is choosing to regroup as they have gained the advantage in economy. 74-10 here for Dark Eldar, while Roxor is slightly behind at 68-20. However, map control will turn over to Jaedar's side with the take and hold victory being triggered already so early in the game. Roxor meanwhile tries to break out again with Power Sword equip Aspiring Champion and Chaos Lord sporting the melee weapon upgrade as well. Oof, still not enough. This 2 Hellion squad is really hardcore. Jumps in again looking for the hiding heretic, but LP2 is there. Has to retreat. Yes. This 2 Hellion squad is basically the nightmare of Chaos existence in this early game so far. 6 minutes gone, and looks like Chaos is at the end of these ropes. Roxor has a perfectly healthy Chaos Lord here, but he cannot really contribute because the Hellions are simply dancing away from him. 68-20 economy. And Dark Eldar finally pulls away with 86-20 with superior map control. Look at the field of vision that Jaedar has unlocked with the control of the critical points. I know I advocate not capping these critical points, but in Ninjak's Demise, if you control the center, you can see a lot of things here. Alright, finally, again, Dark Eldar going for this listening post attack, but what do we have here? We have 2 squads of Raptor squad here. But what happened? Where's the Chaos Lord? Chaos Lord once again suffering from his slow movement speed. He's quite incapable of joining the action where it matters. As you can see, Raptors has been poisoned by the Poison Blade upgrade again. This is really crazy stuff. Look at that. It looks like the Chaos might be at risk of collapsing here. Listening Post at 30% health. And Raptors forced to withdraw as they are so low hit points. Hellions meanwhile coming in pursuit. Are they going at it? Both squads? Yeah, it seems like they've taken a lot of losses too in this battle. But this Raptor squad is still alive with its champion. This is the biggest difference so far. This glowing red sword of theirs. That's the biggest difference. But we've got 2 mandrakes here backing them up. Pretty crazy stuff. And we have 3 Reaver jet bikes showing up in the middle here. This could really change matters. Wow, but look at this base. Look at this economy. 9730. Tier 2 has started. We have a Homunculus Lab, Hall of Blood. Basically, Jaedar went for all the Tier 1 options for research. But I'm not sure about what Roxor is doing right now. He's already in Tier 2. Gets a Chaos Sorcerer. And a Corn Berserker. Doom Bolts fired. Lots of crazy actions here. However, his economy is far behind at 68-20. He might get destroyed if he doesn't play well. If he takes too many casualties, this could be over for Chaos. Corn Berserkers is out, an excellent melee unit, killing a score of Hellion squad. But this amount of losses, wow! This 2 Reaver Jetbike gets wrecked so fast I couldn't even see it happening. I need to slow down some more during the battle. 2 Raptor squads. A Raptor squad of 2 is still alive as well, with an aspiring champion as well. Oof! This action, pretty crazy action so far. And it looks like Roxor has lost 1 Raptor squad. I missed seeing. I did not see that happen. No, this Raptor squad is still alive with just 1 aspiring champion hanging out. And it looks like Roxor has finally destroyed the last of the Reaver Jetbikes here. Look at that. 3 Reaver Jetbikes arrived, but they only have 400 hit points and a few hits. And Dark Eldar lost all their vehicle support. Pretty crazy play here so far. Looks like the balance might have swung over to the Chaos side, only for temporary. 74-20 economy is still very, very bad for Roxor. He needs to improve his situation somewhat by retaking some points here. But Jaedar has no such concerns right now. Tier 2 upgrade complete, gets which called Arena, 430. Oh, look at the float, 9830. He can afford to replace his army quite quickly. This Hellion squad is still proving to be a nightmare to deal with. Corn Berserkers of squad of 8 chasing the Hellions back. I think Jaedar might have lost one Hellion squad here. Yep, he might have. He nearly lost it, but he's not reinforcing it. Come on, guys. Jaedar, what are you doing? What are you doing? But the Roxor, lost in this entire battle, did not notice. It looks like this this squad will survive with just one member. Oh man, fighting under a Dark Eldar turret, not a good idea. But Doombolt fast cast right here. A lot of damage, and it looks like that might be it for that surviving Hellion squad. The last Hellion squad is trying to reinforce itself, but we've got a fresh Witch squad here with a combat drugs and fully reinforced. A lot of hit points, 600 each. They're gonna drive away this small little force here. Look at the amount of damage this Chaos Onslaught did, though. 2 heroes, but basically this Chaos Sorcerer will not survive for much longer. Oh dear, there's just nowhere to hide here. Basically the Chaos Sorcerer died under the onslaught of the drugged up Witch squad. And fighting under Dark Eldar LP2, it's a very risky proposition. They do a lot of damage, and Roxor doesn't have enough anti-structures to deal with. Might be able to take it down though, but he must retreat afterwards. Look at that. Demoralized, and this Raptor squad might get wiped soon if he doesn't play carefully. Look at his economy. He's basically in shambles. A listening post is out. Did not get a workers in time, but this Chaos Lord might go down. Did not escape. Second Witch squad is being spammed, and combat drugs activated soon. And it looks like Jaedar used his soul power to demoralize the Chaos army. Like they lost 50% of their morale immediately, but it doesn't really affect them. Right now, Chaos is still trying to break into the base, but this 2 Witch squad is proving to be more resilient than they thought. They have to retreat if they want to preserve their army here. They're about to lose their Chaos Lord here. Pretty slow, one hit, and with the melee attack, Poison Blade. But it looks like the witches will have to activate their combat drugs again and re-engage, reinforcing like crazy. Basically, Jaedar's army has been wiped out in the engagement, and all he has now is like 3 squad of witches. Raptors flying in. I'm not sure about that decision. A bit crazy. You should be flying out, not flying in. Listening post is there. Woo! Look at the amount of poison going on here. This is pretty close. A fresh Chaos Sorcerer is in. We'll have to chain and Doombolt somebody to make it worthwhile. 2 squads of Corn Berserkers still surviving and getting reinforced. However, we have Witch spamming here going on, and it looks like the Chaos Raid successfully dropped Dark Eldar's economy down, but he's back to 9230 due to the global research upgrade for a requisition. And Roxor will have to play harder again to win this engagement, but no, he will not. This army of his will get wiped. Even though the hard work of using the Doom Bolts and the Chaos Sorcerer is trying his best to regain advantage, but it looks like it'll be a lost cause. Chaos Sorcerer seems to have... Chaos Lord died, and this squad of Corn Berserker will not be able to escape. The model is basically tied down in this engagement, and the Chaos Lord died as well in the process. Impossible, he said. What does it mean? Impossible to defeat, or something impossible just happened? He seems to be admitting his defeat here. His army just got wiped, and he has no resource left to replace. This is a very, very bad situation for the Chaos. Dark Eldar, meanwhile, has successfully repulsed and have 3 squad of witches moving in. That's right. It's basically nothing else. No vehicles. Just plain witch spamming has prevailed. And I'm not sure why he went this direction. He should have been going this direction. Maybe he forgot. This base is fully wide open. Instead, it goes for listening post destroyed, buying Roxor a little bit more time and a little bit more hope. But instead of doing something with all this resource, like maybe, just maybe, plant a mine. But witches can detect, so yeah, maybe it's a mistake right now at this moment. Listening post 2 just vaporized and decaptured, sinking the chaos economy more and more. Poland is entering a lot of recession now, tries to get global requisition upgrades, but I don't know whether it'll pay off. That's a lot of resource being burned. Should really get another chaos sorcerer or maybe a chaos lord to help out in his engagement, but he claims that the witches will deal a lot of damage to his heroes, perhaps double of his usual rate. But look at this. This engagement, no way they're gonna win. Combat drugs, they can use it 3 times, and but listening post, the double listening post upgrade drove them away. Yes, I was right. The best thing the witches could have done is like move around here, circle around, go to the weakened side of the chaos base, and maybe destroy a chaos temple to cripple their troops production for a while. But right now it looks like Dark Eldar is more content in taking back the map to get more advantage in the resource war, because he really doesn't have any more army to spare to capture. Whoa, look at this. What's this? Talus. Finally, a heavy vehicle coming in, and it looks like this could be the end of our plucky hero from Poland. Right, Roxor right now is in no shape to deal with any vehicle attack. He doesn't have a lot of resource to burn to get those horror squad. He could try, but Jaedar can get warriors and Talus immediately into the action, and there's nothing much he can do. But hope, pray for the best with all he's got. 2 Berserker squad and 1 Raptor squad is all he has to spare for this engagement. Let's see the resource situation here. Yes, austerity. But we've got 1 demonic horror squad here ready to deploy just in case. Not sure whether it will be enough. Another harassment here, gonna decapture. Of course, a witches squad is pretty tough. They can tank through this, but once again, Jaedar triggers a take and hold victory, but no, that's not what he asks after. He's probably just going for the resource advantage, slowly starving the chaos. Decapture strategic point. Look at that, 63-19. Pretty bad resource rate. Tries to get a machine pit. I don't know about that. There's really not enough resource to go along. Maybe should force labor and make it go faster. It's a really close thing. You might be able to get a defiler, but right now you have a Talus and 2 witch squad attacking from your undefended south, and this army will have to pull back now. It looks like to be over here. I don't see any way coming back from this. And oh, what's this? Why is Jaedar pulling back? He should really. He was so close to stopping this machine pit from completing. Okay, enough time to get Hell Talons here. Might be the only way he can deal with this Talus, but it will take some time to come out. Meanwhile, this Talus will wreck the shit out of this Berserker squad. But you almost forgot. We've got a horror squad summoned to the action right now, and this Talus might not survive for long. But combat drug can be activated like around 3 to 4 times depending on what kind of power. Look at this Raptor, totally out of the action. Roxor, wake up. Roxor, what are you doing? Wake up. Roxor, totally out of the action, decides to capture critical point. What do I know? Might be wanting to cancel away the take and hold while he can. Looks like Jaedar has completed control of a majority of strategic point and critical point, showing just how bad things are. This warrior just sneakily captured strategic point to further bolster his economy. 114.49. Look at this float. There is no way Roxor can overcome this kind of disadvantage. It's like fucking Germany fighting Poland in some kind of economic war. This is just impossible. Sweden is #1 economy. Sorry. Poland only exports witcher and potatoes. And corrosive global power is activated. Looks like a Corn Berserker is going to take a crazy amount of damage, but it might seem like the Chaos survived this onslaught. Look at that, a lot of witches died in this fight. Hell Talon, meanwhile, flies away looking for the Talus. It looks like a second Talus has been constructed after the first one is destroyed. I'm sorry for missing this kind of action, but there's so much going on, and I just can't keep track. Hell Talons arrive at the enemy base. No anti-vehicles, but can it do enough damage to like circumvent Sweden's advantage in economy? But it looks like the witches here is about to get killed. But what happened? What happened to the Raptors? I don't see it. Yeah, the Raptors got killed. Too many things going on. But it looks like there's no hope. Even though he destroyed a few plasma generators, it still won't pay off. There's just so much stockpile in the... Looks like the Scourge is out. He's trying to get some Dark Lands to take care of this Hell Talons. Roxor is trying to cripple Jaidar's economy one generator at a time. Another Talus arrive in the action. No spare horror squad is available to deal with this threat. Talus will have to return soon. Another slave chamber destroyed, but it really doesn't matter. There's a lot of resources to go through, and if you just spam Scourges, you can deal with this threat quickly. Yep, he's just gonna go Warp Beast. Oh, this could spell the end. 2 Corn Berserkers on defense duty, and this Talus is completely unopposed, just wrecking things up. But Hell Talon making a return trip and will bombard this Hell Talon. Will bombard this Talus on the ground. It will go down really shortly. Just the moderate time needed. Jaedar, realizing that he will not survive for long, tries to go look for a short, weaker target, but this soft target might not go down before it does. Yep, Hell Talon. Ooh, still takes on a generator. Oh, it's so close. One more hit away. That could have been quite devastating to Roxor. For now, his economy is fucking dismal. It is just fucking dismal. You look at this 46-18. It's really nothing. It's fucking nothing compared to the amount of resource they can deploy. Hell Talon, meanwhile, tries to scout the middle area and nearly paid for its life. Sees the Warp Beast pack and knows this is pretty much the end game here. Corn Berserkers versus Warp Beast. No chance. This is tier 3, man. Fucking tier 3. Forced to retreat into the safety of the listening points, could not complete capture, and 51-17 is basically a tier 0 economy. Gets a Chaos Predator. What the fuck? I'm not sure about that. Relic capture was also cancelled. This could be the last stand for the Chaos. Let's give them a round of applause, boys. And we see the rare appearance of the Dark Elder air unit's Raven here. What can it do? Oh, I think it can disable buildings or vehicles. So let's take a look. Scourges gonna take care of this Chaos Predator. Doesn't seem to be able to deal with the inventory that much. Corrosive acid, global power spam again. Look at this. Wow, a lot of damage sustained, and this Warp Beast is just not dying anytime soon. Scourges though tied in the melee by the Corn Berserkers. Not sure what what this Raven is doing. Pretty sure this is GG. Yep, it looks like Poland is conceding a fight early. Listening post, however, is starting to fire, but this Chaos just can't deal with this Warp Beast pack. Meanwhile, Raven is into action, gonna disable some buildings, perhaps. Yes, there it goes. This Chaos Predator can't shoot anymore and gets destroyed shortly. Raven is a very rare unit, but it does great damage against infantry, and this Scourge is making short work of the listening post, but the Warp Beast lost its morale. However, it's not enough. Roxor concedes defeat, and it self-destructs his base in frustration. What a valiant attempt. However, as you can see, Dark Eldar has established a good economy, simply too good for Roxor to beat. His resource enables him to field an army, absorb twice the losses. Meanwhile, Poland has to suffer through austerity and just survive on 2 Corn Berserker squad, 1 Odd Horror squad, and 1 Hell Talon. It's enough to put his economy to his knees. Basically has nothing. But while Jaedar can spare 1 Warp Beast, 1 Scourge squad, and 2 Ravens, as well as a few Mandrakes to recapture the map, and even gets an Archon. What an insult. Anyway, that's 1-0 to our champion Jaedar. Another win will put him on top of the Chad division and probably frustrate Roxor because he tries to work his hardest to beat his rival. Alright, let's see what game 2 will be. The map pick will go to Roxor, but the matchup will be Roxor's Tau against Jaedar's Necron. Look forward to it.